TNC's turn to ban.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the finals of the C qualifiers for SLI Season 4. Mineski taking on TNC in Game 2. Well, Mineski are looking pretty good already. TNC, keep in mind, this is it. This is just the finals. Already one game down in this best of 3. They just got done losing a best of 5. So mental fatigue, regular fatigue, all that stuff that's associated with playing for like 6 hours straight. Yeah, it's going to be hitting them pretty hard. And especially adding insult to injury, Mineski absolutely crushing TNC in that last engagement with superior movement, I would say, being the superior early game movement being the definite winning factor. Everyone give TNC your power, because right now, I don't want to see a 2-0. I want to see someone win 2-1. Winning finals 2-0s, man. That's just, or like 3-0s in a best of 5. That's just not what anyone wants to see. We want to see games. So here we go, TNC. I'm rooting for you. Beat Mineski here. And then if you're going to lose in Game 3. At that point, I actually don't give a shit. I'm Mike Loris, going to be your caster for this game. Quick look at the band's clock and Shadow Shaman, both going to be taken out, along with that Tinker. Pretty interesting one for the Mineski side. We have seen very, very frequently now teams that if they can't first pick a Clockwork or a Shadow Shaman or something like that, they'll just first pick a Bounty Hunter. Like, they are completely okay doing that. And you know what? I think that teams are building around Bounty Hunter enough to make it so that the first pick Bounty Hunter is actually just going to work with a pretty high degree of success. Now, of course, it's not going to work all the time, but there you go. They have the Bounty Hunter, and for Mineski, they make sure that they don't get the Bounty Hunter and Tinker combo. That vision, that synergy early on, being aggressive, it's way too annoying to actually deal with. So definitely Mineski kind of anticipating that Bounty Hunter pick, giving it to TNC, in fact. They'll pick up a Shadow Fiend along with a Bane. Obviously no Clockwork available, they've banned it out themselves, but just a couple of stable heroes for the Mineski squad. This Shadow Fiend is going to be a pretty nice opportunity here for the Bounty Hunter. Ooh, it's a Bounty Hunter Gyro. Interesting. I don't think I've seen a Bounty Gyro opening. Like, usually you just want to... usually for Bounty Hunter drafts, you want to be going as fast as possible. You want to just be rotating around all the time. You want to be getting kills, pushing towers, rinse, repeat forever until you win. Gyrocopter is definitely a good hero with that. But, just picking up a Gyrocopter rather early, we occasionally see Gyrocopter being banned out. It seems like it's very, very rarely, though. So, I feel like they probably could have gotten this a little bit later, maybe grab a secondary support with that Bounty Hunter. But, you know what? It's fine. As long as they get a half-decent support hero, then, they'll be able to lock down that safe lane and really put some pressure back towards Ice, Ice, Ice. But again, back to the Shadow Fiend is a pretty large opening here for TNC. Now, there aren't really, heroes that will crush Shadow Fiend in lane very consistently. The way you crush him in lane is by 2v1ing him or 3v1ing or just outnumbering him and killing him off. Make sure that he has very, very few souls and just keep on feeding on him. And he is the type of hero that is soft enough, is frail enough to actually just rotate in and kill off with the Bounty Hunter. Compare that to some different heroes we see over in the mid lane. I think you have Viper, you have Razor, you have Quap. Like, if you gank them as a Bounty Hunter, are you actually going to be doing anything? No, not really. Like, you just poke them once and that's it. So you can actually do some damage as a Bounty Hunter versus a Shadow Fiend. So this is a pretty big opening for TNC vis-a-vis mid lane to make sure that that Moon's game is going to be a lot slower, because last game the Quap had no pressure on her whatsoever and Moon kind of just took control of the game because of it. Mineski will grab the Tusk, maybe give that Shadow Fiend a little bit of extra protection. For sure, a great hero to have up against Gyrocopter. See the call down coming in, see the homing missile coming in, see anything coming in really, and just snowball and dodge it all. Also being able to close the distance onto a Gyrocopter, that is very useful. Maybe not for someone like a Shadow Fiend necessarily, but for Mushi's hero, depending on what it is going to be, being able to close on to and entrap the Gyrocopter or the Bounty Hunter, it's all good. It's just also just a 4-position hero. Could have also gone for an Earth Spirit, and Jabs is definitely a real Earth Spirit player, but this Tusk offering the Mineski side a little bit of defensive power, I think is probably going to be just a little bit better. Expecting this type of game plan for TNC, where TNC are just running at them constantly. You can play, like, make some defensive plays as the Earth Spirit, but he's not really, like, inherently defensive hero. He's a very offensive hero, setting up kills for his allies to kind of get the last hit with. So TNC is still looking for a support pick right now, and I expect this Gyrocopter going to be going safe lane. Witch Doctor seems like he could be just a nice safe hero to support with from that safe lane standpoint. I guess Cass could kind of counter, but not really. I expect a hero like that. Perhaps a Lion. Disruptor Gyrocopter also isn't terrible. Get a couple of concentric circles, death there for the TNC side. They don't really have to pick the support right now. They should be looking for how they're going to operate on the off lane. Get Sam H a hero that is have a slightly better time here. No, this is just gonna be the Disruptor first. I mean, yeah, it's a really solid hero to have with Gyrocopter. Being able to just kind of put barriers in front of the Gyrocopter, make those circles of death, and just kill off, massacre whoever's caught in the middle of them. Off lanes have been pared down a little bit here. Saw Ice play the off lane Tiny. Obviously Tide, Nyx Assassin, I guess Clockwork, all going to be taken down as well. So the off lane selection looking perhaps a little bit thin. Broodmother, I mean, it's always a threat, but it doesn't seem like either side is really going to be screwed over by that. We've seen a couple teams experiment with an Enigma, although that isn't really super common. Puck is still in the pool. And Puck is a really, really resistant offlane hero to Bounty Hunter, though is very susceptible to a Disruptor. Honestly, it does seem like Puck is a little bit better for the TNC side. Ooh, hello, the Horn of Magnus. Ice Mag in the house here. Being able to jack up the damage of the Shadow Fiend is definitely nice, but still looking for that Mushi hero. A hero that, maybe has some counterplay versus this Disruptor. Some magic immunity, I I wonder what type of hero that would be. Partner with the Magnus. And it's probably going to be, Axe is a pick for TNC. Something like a Juggernaut, something like a Lifestealer. Those melee heroes, though, that you will pick up to combo with Magnus, typically do have some pretty rough matchups versus an Axe. And Bane and Tusk, Tusk in particular, doesn't really burst heroes down, not until like much later in the game if he's very farmed. Like, usually just doesn't happen. The power of the Tusk roaming in is that he's able to trap you. And Axe is kind of okay being right up against the wall and then just turning around and just fighting a couple melee heroes. And I don't really know if there's a way for Mineski to make this Magnus really effectively work while at the same time having a good lane matchup up against this Axe. Like, who actually is able to, from a melee standpoint, convincingly beat an Axe and also have the acceleration power later with the Magnus? I guess the answer would be Ursa. He's the only one I could think of that would be able to cover all of those bases. Maybe a Monkey King? Does Monkey King, Magnus versus Axe work out? I could actually see that being not terrible either. So I guess, yeah, Mineski do have a couple of options here. Kind of these really powerhouse, bruising melee heroes to go up against this Axe. I do like it for TNC, though. I mean, expecting this Magnus, they're going to put Mineski's picks into kind of a corner here. Again, looking at Shadow Fiend, especially down the line, if you catch him with a call, he is just going to get obliterated. Lifestealer will be kicked out as TNC will grab a Zeus for their last pick. Is that a Cuckoo Zeus? The Sam H Axe and a Raven Gyrocopter. Seems like that is in fact what it's going to be. And I mentioned earlier, Shadow Fiend is a hero they can abuse. They haven't really gone about that in their second phase. Like, these heroes aren't bad up against Shadow Fiend for sure, but in the lane they don't really do anything because they're not going to interact with him in lane. The Zeus will, though. Zeus is able to drop some serious bombs on the SF, but this is a very risky pick here for TNC. If Zeus does go mid, he will have a Tusk up his ass 24/7. And if you get caught by the shards, Zeus, unlike an Axe, is just going to fold. Like, you are pretty much guaranteed to land at least 2 raises if you land a shard on a Zeus. It's just going to happen. At that point, Zeus might already be dead. So, if the Zeus gets a lot of backup from the Bounty Hunter, I could see him putting some serious hurt into the Shadow Fiend. But at the same time, he has to be careful not to go too far, otherwise Tusk rotations will completely screw him over. Is going to give them a kind of nice combo, though. These Lightning heroes, man, they got to stick together. If you use the Thunder God's Wrath, you will get vision every single time for the glimpse. Whoa, Mineski with the greed. Okay. Now, you know those heroes that I was talking about that are, would have a decent matchup versus Axe and scale with the Magnus? Spectre, not really one of them. Spectre is a hero for Mineski. They're saying, okay, Mushi, good luck. Get in there, bro. Best of luck in your lane matchup. Unless they run it, can they swap lanes here? If Mushi does end up going up against the Axe, he's going to be sad. And they'll have to try to make him recover or make sure that Moon is having just the perfect time and then kind of rely on the SF to carry the game and Mushi kind of being a side hero. Now, the upside of the Spectre is that Spectre is able to just smash Zeus, smash Disruptor, smash Gyrocopter and Bounty when she gets farmed. That's just what Spectre does. Like, there aren't many heroes that Spectre's not able to kill off when she does get farmed, but that is a pretty big if. They might need to juggle the lanes a little bit, but if the lanes are rejuggled by TNC, regardless of how the lanes actually end up, if Axe goes up against Spectre, Spectre's going to be in for a rough time, and we'll need Ninja Boogie's support, and then some. But here we go, loading into Game 2. TNC, you better win this one and give us a Game 3. You got 1437 on the Disruptor. Sam H is on the Axe. You got Tim's on the Roaming Bounty Hunter. So Raven's going to be playing the Gyrocopter. Cuckoo is on the mid lane Zeus. Already has a wand first. Interesting. Usually not many spells expected to be cast. I mean, eventually, yeah, but this makes a little more sense. Moon's Shadow Fiend, expecting that Zeus matchup, is already going to grab his magic stick. Got the Spectre on the field, played by Mushi Ninja Boogie. The spooky hero Bane. Oh, he's going to find Cuckoo. Where you going, Cuckoo? There's no escape that way. That way is full of shards. Who's going to get it? They want to give it to Moon, I think. Dude. They gave him to Moon. And look at that. We got ourselves some souls. Jabs the Tusk already with the wall off. Ice, Mag. Not forced to skill anything. Ninja Boogie, same thing. So they still have that flexibility. But man, that is so bad. And this gold, this experience. Wow, do you really only get 11 experience for... Dude, is this for real? Okay, I didn't know it was that bad, but okay. I see what's going on here. But the real bad thing isn't the first blood. It's the fact that Shadow Fiend got a kill. He's got souls now, man, and this is why you see Clockwork and SF. One of the reasons why you see Clockwork SF picked up so often nowadays is because you can do stuff like this. And the matchup versus Zeus base damage-wise, usually, it slightly favors the Zeus, I guess. How much damage does Arc Lightning do? It does 85, so you can still get CS, but, dude, Shadow Fiend is now stacked up as all hell. Sentry absolutely needs to be cleared out by Tim's. With the Lightning Bolt, they'll do it very easily, so yeah, I actually didn't think of that synergy. Being able to Lightning Bolt to clear off sentries so that your Bounty Hunter is able to get in there. So, even with these souls, Moon, yeah, will be able to last hit. Might struggle a little bit with so many supports camping his lane. Up towards top lane, though, it is going to be Raven going off. I think they maybe got in their heads a little bit here, although the supports are coming in. The Gyrocopter, as powerful as he is, still has to face up against a Bane and a Tusk. Even though Spectre is kind of a non-factor in the lane, just does have that dagger, Bane and Tusk are absolute powerhouses. Bane is a big guy, and so is this Tusk. Tim's going to get daggered up, and right-clicked down with Mushi's movement speed, he'll get the kill. You can see Raven forced to do nothing but watch in 1437. Disruptor is not really a tri-lane hero. And Thunderstrike does do a decent amount of damage, but once he drops that, he's just stone useless. He can't really sit there and bruise with the likes of a Bane. Ooh, shards from jabs just off the mark. So for TNC, this is kind of an eager attempt to try to pressure Mushi. And so far, I could convincingly say it has not worked. Ninja Boogie still is going to be chased down with the Oov, with some Thunder, but it's not going to do enough here. They're chewing through the regeneration of Mineski pretty rapidly here. And over in the bottom lane, Ice has a pretty sad matchup up against the Axe. Now there's a somewhat of a threat here. Oh, Tim, speaking of somewhat of a threat, he's just going to get his brain sapped out. Starship Troopers, where you at? Frankly, I find the thought of a bug that thinks offensive. Cuckoo going hard onto Moon right now. Lightning Bolt won't quite kill. Now into tower range. Moon's just going to raise him down. Dude, if TNC weren't tilted already based off of their previous BO5 and based off of Game 1, they're definitely now. Sam H is having a great time. Got all the CS in the world. Doesn't have to worry about Ice killing him really ever. Even if you skewer an axe into the tower. Okay, missed that one. My bad, guys. Even if you skewer an axe into a tower, like, that doesn't guarantee a kill because of the extra armor from Berserker's Call. So Ice really doesn't have much game here. He'll be able to Shockwave and get CS, but this is definitely going to be a one lane from TNC, but this is going to be really expensive. Moon trying to go hard onto the SF, does kill him off and takes out a couple of his souls here. And that is very nice for Cuckoo in kind of the short term, but Moon being able to get that kill onto Cuckoo and just shut the door in his face. That's just like insult to injury right now. Obviously, Cuckoo is still going to be able to spam out that lightning, but Magic Wand now picked up from the Shadow Fiend. Means that every single cast of that Arc Lightning to CS is going to be hurting them quite a bit. Raven now deep into the trees. They will get hit with the homing missile, but Raven now completely trapped off. Tim's has got to walk around as well, and Spectre can walk right over. Wow, another interaction I just did not think of. Mushi doesn't give a shit about shards, so you can shard off Mushi, and he can just dagger right over them. Man, these corner cases, Cuckoo v Moon, might come to a head here. Moon's taking some pretty big hits from the lightning, but only level 2 right now. Over in bot land, missile coming in towards the Magnus. One spin from Sam H and a skewer out. We'll get Ice out to safety. Plink. Sam H still wants this. He still wants this, dude. He's going in. He shouldn't have gone in. That was really pointless. Moon is going down. He's dead, man. He's actually trapped. Tim's actually just body blocked him and trapped him. Raise onto Cuckoo. Needed one more. Again, Shadow Fiend over in mid lane is very abusable by Bounty Hunter and somewhat abusable by Zeus as well when you don't mess up and get yourself killed. Killing Shadow Fiend once again, cutting down his souls. This price though is so high. Mushi 1, 0, and 3. Who's been getting these kills? Looks like Ninja Boogie mostly. Level 3 on the Bane, boots on him. But Mushi, their efforts to contest his farm have been so far an utter failure. They've actually accelerated his farm. So Mushi is going to be playing, looks like a pretty normal Spectre game. Sam H thinking perhaps about going back up towards that top lane. Ninja Boogie is going to see him coming. Oh, he's stalking him. If Sam H tries to go for this camp, Hellbears do so much damage right now. Looks like he can't quite get it. He'll put him to sleep. Ninja Boogie is going to just make sure the camp isn't stacked up or anything like that. Just messing with the axe. Tim's not here to respond. But so far, SF, very clean lane. Mushi, very, very clean lane. And for TNC, yeah, they kind of need to keep killing off this SF. They don't really have many other options here. Bounty Hunter, level 2. He's roaming around, but he's not really able to cause as much havoc as, say, this Tusk. Well, the 1437 does have level 2 Glimpse. Bring him right back over here, where there's going to be nothing, because there's a snowball to counter. Tusk, ladies and gentlemen, has some of the jankiest interactions of all time. Sometimes you just need some snowball action, though. Sam H level 5 now arriving into this lane, going up against the Spectre. And this is about what I expected to happen previously, except with more spins. There we go, there's some spins. And Mushi's already getting destroyed by it. Put to sleep, though. They need a third hero here if they're actually going to kill off this axe. He doesn't have the call, but he does have 10 stick charges. And the raindrop, so that dagger did absolutely nothing. Jabs is coming in. Doesn't have the most damage versus Sam H, but he will be able to wall him off. 40 armor goes up from the axe. Doesn't last that long. He does not have his dunk either. Now surrounded, snowballed, and eventually killed off by Mushi. Now grabs his phase boots. So, axe maybe going a little bit too ham. Speaking of going ham, Glimpse back on the Ice. He, I guess, tried to do some creep pulling shenanigans on bot here. Got punished and dropped. TNC, they get something. Get Raven those isolated heroes, and with level 3 Rocket Barrage, he can buzz them down like nobody's business. But up against a whole mess of Mineski heroes with a lower level Rocket Barrage, let me tell you, Rocket Barrage seems like a pretty terrible spell when you're splitting it between 3 heroes. Even though it still technically does all its damage, it just doesn't seem that good. Moon backing up with Ninja Boogie, maybe looking for a smoke play. Salve is going to get most of the regeneration, but still with the double damage rune, Tim's going to crash in hard. Requiem attempted here from Moon. No, he's going to turn around and raise him to death. Now the Haunt comes in onto Cuckoo with jabs rolling in as well. This Zeus has no mana, and he's going to go down in a corner by himself. Feels bad, man. Killing off Moon. Again, that is a very high priority here for TNC, but every single time they do it, it costs them something. It's like a death on the top lane, or in this case, 2 deaths over in mid. Mushi getting his hands a little bit dirty here. 1,300 gold for the Spectre. And the Shadow Fiend. Dude, raises. You don't want to underestimate the power of Shadow Raise nowadays. It will, and has already, destroyed TNC. Now, this is something that they can do. Isolate Mushi, and just start dropping bombs on him. He is now trapped, but Moon is just charging in for 1437. Ninja Boogie and Jabs also here. Cuckoo trying to do what he can. Thunder God's Wrath failing to go off. I don't think that would have killed off the Spectre anyway. And now Tim's raised down again as the axe is put to sleep. That is going to delay him for a little while. But with the Gyrocopter coming in, they'll buzz down Ninja Boogie, dunk him. There goes his head, now looking for Jabs. And he will shard off the passageway. Tusk, ladies and gentlemen. A very fair and balanced hero. How much damage is... It's like 270, 225, yeah, okay. 225 with Spectre having 225 HP. Obviously doesn't get the kill. What's the build the Spectre wants to go for? So far, maxing out the Spectral Dagger. And now that's done. Honestly, this is one of the first Spectres I've seen. I think Immortal just played it yesterday. I was kind of watching that game on the side. Mushi comes in with a dust, and oh my god, that shockwave did some damage. Spectre is honestly a hero that just does well with any item. Like, you can get an SNY on Spectre and actually just destroy everyone. It's kind of silly how good she does with all these different items. I wonder if this is just going to be a madness build-up, though. Ice once again. I want to say doing the exact same thing he did before. Looking for the RP, but there's... Oh, he's actually going to land it onto 2. And then try to juke away. Skewer out. Ice is not going to get called. Mushi will get called instead. Still, 1437 has that glimpse. Mushi, though, in a lot of trouble. Up against 4 heroes. He's going to get bolted to hell. And he's going to go down. They do save the Magnus, but I'm not really sure if that's a great plan there to trade your Spectre for the Magnus's life. That's Bane's job, man. Tims walks into a shockwave. There is this one dire sentry here, and pings are out for it. So Tims with the read. We'll clear that one out later on. Jabs, though, well, looks like he was able to dodge that call down. Does he have anything else? No, not quite. Although there is a Shadow Fiend who's going to miss his first raise, land his second raise, land his third raise. That's fine. Why land all 3 raises when you can just land 2 and get the kill anyway, right? He does have that spell amp talent right now, so got ourselves some... How much total spell amp does he have from intelligence and everything like that? 3.3, so 13.3%, I think. I think it just is additive. It's okay. I don't know... I actually... Man, I asked myself this in a previous cast, and I didn't look it up afterwards. I wonder if this bonus damage per stack is also hit with the spell amp. I think it is. So it's like if you hit someone with the second raise, it's 380 damage, and then that whole thing gets spell amped instead of 300 plus spell amp plus bonus per stack. I actually have no clue, and it's not like a gigantic amount, that 3%, but hey, 10% hitting for 88 plus instead of just 80 plus. You know, it does add up. Ice still going ham on this bottom lane. Looks like he's got a Ring of Health. He's quick bought. Alright, so he's gonna go... I was thinking, like, is he gonna go for another Hand of Midas? What's going on over in mid lane? Cuckoo. He's gonna get hit with the snowball. 1 raise, 2 raise, and a brain sap. 1437 coming in fast, but not fast enough. And Bane at this point has level 6. Tusk is level 6 as well with the Walrus Punch. Has himself those Arcane Boots, and he is able to really mess up 1437 now. So is the Bane. They're going to wander around. Sam H grabbed himself a fast blink. He's the only hero that is going to have a really great game here for TNC, I would expect. Everyone else needs a little bit more time to kind of stabilize their situation. But a Blink Dagger on Axe, that is the type of item that can just straight win you games if you find your opening, such as a whole bunch of heroes clustered up in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, fortunately, they do have the Static Storm. 1437 does have level 6. They will see Ice. Sam H is going to hunger him. Can Blink Call, but there's not really much of a point right now. They need a little bit of backup. They're going to drag him back towards the Disruptor, but not back far enough. And now the backup's coming in. Ninja Boogie's going to grab the Disruptor with the spooky hands, kill him off. Jab's going to claim it because he's a kill-stealing type of player, I guess. Sam H on the run. Mushi is not going to haunt towards him. He's going to haunt instead towards Raven and Cuckoo, as it will be Moon charging in with the drums popped. Raven will pop some drum charges of his own. Cuckoo, shards, not going to connect. Here comes the act call onto 2. Call down is there. Nightmare going to be juggled every which way. Now the snowball will block the rest of that follow-up. They're going to go straight in towards the Ancients. Moon in the corner is going to Requiem. No, that was actually just his Death Requiem. He didn't get it off. Now Ninja Boogie in a lot of trouble along with Jabs. Shuriken will get the kill. Jabs will jump himself down to the low ground, it looks like, and now be on the run. Centaur in the way as the Helm of the Dominator picked up again from Ice. Second time we've seen this build on the mag. He's just going to try to stall out here. Get him out to safety. Shards will capture? No, that's not tight. Sam H, though, landing that combo, killing off 2, including that crucial SF kill, before he's able to get that regular Requiem cast off. Alright, wait, let me see if... Okay, people are saying, yes, it does apply to the plus 80. Some people are, I don't know. I'd like to use my first lifeline and poll the audience, Regis. I don't think he hosts Who Wants to Be a Millionaire anymore. I don't even know if that show's still on the air. It's probably with some nobody that no one cares about. Nice call down. Yeah, that's the combo. That's the power of the axe right now. Not exactly like you using that blink dagger for damage, just to make sure that the enemies are held there, so that the call down can come in, so that the static storm can come in. It was very late, so a static storm definitely would have gotten those kills a lot faster. But either way, showing TNC do have some life right now. Madness is up on the Spectre, and 1437 hit with the shards, walling him off. Does drop a static storm, and Tusk is going to get glimpsed out to safety, it looks like. It doesn't really matter, he can't do anything there anyway. 1437 just going to get jacked up in the middle of nowhere. Static Storm being pulled out. Not the highest cooldown in the world, but it is still a free ultimate they're able to get. Oh, they'll get Mushi, though. Speaking of free ultimates, that might just be a little bit better. Is Spectre worth more than a Static Storm? I would say so. That was a track kill from Tim's as well. I believe his first one. The tower is going to be dropped over in the mid lane in the meantime. But Mushi with this Mask of Madness, kind of reliant on that Magnus in order to really give him some fighting power. Mask of Madness, we usually see it on heroes that have some way of already amplifying their farm. Heroes like Medusa obviously get it all the time because they have split shot. Oh. Did you really just not see him? Okay, I guess that he just walked right by. Ice is on the run now. Glimpse was already used, though so was Skewer. Tim's on his ass as the backup is coming in spades. Sam H and Raven. Oh, he sniped 1437 with the shockwave. So he gets something before he goes down. RP onto 3 with the haunt coming in. Ice has the shockwave. He's going to go down, but gets 3 kills for the team. As Mushi respawns in, doesn't even have the empower, but cleaves through him anyway with the help of jabs. Ice. Magnus and the Helm of the Dominator, guys. It gives you 5 attack speed, apparently. That doesn't seem right. What? Okay, but it's the fact that it gives you 8 health regen. Like, it's very easy to underestimate health regen, but sometimes it just gives you just enough. And Mushi swooping in, who actually got all those kills. Looks like Mushi got 1, and Mushi got 2, and Ice got 2. Under God's Wrath going out now, giving them a little bit of vision, looking for someone to glimpse back. Can't find anyone, though. Courier up in the high ground. Run, little dog. Oh, gonna go down. But you're not gonna get away with that for free, Bounty Hunter. You don't just kill the dog from whatever that game is called. I've actually never played it. I heard it is very beautiful. I know she's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. She has a sword thing, and that's all. She has a sword on her back. The dog. We're learning all sorts of stuff here, guys. What is her name? It starts with an A, I think. I don't freaking know, man. SNY, pretty standard build up here as far as SFs are concerned. Despite the deaths, Still easily on top of the net worth chart. Every single time he dies, he just respawns immediately and gets a kill. Mushi is going to go for S&Y. I was not expecting this particular build from the Spectre. But again, with Empower, it doesn't really mean... with Empower, you can go for really any build you want. Hell, as Spectre, you can go for whatever build you want. But Empower just ensures that you always have just super high damage output. So you can go for these kind of more bulky, not quite pure carry items. I mean, Radiance isn't bad here. It's certainly never going to be bad on Spectre, but he actually can afford a Sanjin Yasha. And keep in mind, Radiance damage, the way it works is that, the way the item works is that it gives you that flat damage, and Empower gives you separate flat damage, whereas Sanjin Yasha damage that it gives you, as far as the agility is concerned, is amplified by Empower. So you kind of get more extra value here by going for stat items on the Spectre. Butterfly, Eye of Scotty, you know, those type of items perhaps. A little more priority here for Mushi, and Raven, gripped up. Hands in the air like you just don't care. Raven is dead. Backup is right around the corner, but way too far. Got a Sigil flying out. Axe will TP out. Looks like everyone will be fine. Dude, this siege creep, though. This siege creep. Cardi is out for blood. Someone will ping the stack. It was either yellow or Isis Ice. I cannot tell. Those colors are too similar. I'm pretty sure, though, Mineski can just swoop in and steal this stack. It's not like an absolute necessity that TNC get this, but at this point, being 7k behind, they kind of need all the gold they can get.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Amaterasu. Yeah, I was close. I said it started with an A, and I was correct. So I am not wrong. Yes. It's my dream in life to be not wrong. Mission success. Still Haunt is up. Spectre actually going to go for a BKB next. Very defensive build here for the Spectre outside of this Mask of Madness, of course. Again, thank you, Magnus and Power Synergy. Is able to do Spectre things. Again, we haven't really seen this hero a lot as of late, but still you have this split push flexibility. Put 4 heroes in one lane, put the Spectre in another. Kind of like an Aya would behave. And then just wait. Farm up the jungle as safe as you can be. If you get jumped by 5 heroes, yeah, you die. But your team also is able to just push immediately afterwards. So every single time you die, you will get some structural damage in exchange. It's not nothing. It really forces TNC to commit to fights. And this is exactly what they're doing. They're going to smoke in and commit to a play. The worst thing you do in this scenario as TNC is just kind of waffle around and be unsure of what you're doing. Just gotta take it in a direction. It may not be the best direction. It may end up screwing you over, but you just gotta do it anyway. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, although maybe that's a time where you should have let your dreams be dreams. Jazz once again. Oh, gonna fail to jump to the high ground, but the grip goes off onto the axe. They're gonna drag him right back out of the call down as well. Keeping themselves safe. Here come the Haunt Illusion. Spectre get right on top of 1437. Slay him immediately. They're taking a lot of damage. He is tracked up as well. Everyone's dropping very low, but no one's actually dying. On the TNC squad, they do dust up. Does that hit onto the Bounty Hunter? It does. Snowball's going towards Raven, and Jazz may have gone a little bit too far, but here comes the RP. Onto 2. Here comes the raises to follow up. There goes one. There goes the other. The final hero sleeping in the corner. Cuckoo, wake up. Your team is dead. He is going to be able to not cast really anything. Just gets obliterated by the skewer. Walrus punch to heaven. Back where Zeus belongs, I suppose. But Mineski, perfect fighting for them. That grip onto the axe first thing. That skewer out of the call down AoE. 100% dodging it. Mushi slays the Disruptor. And then Isis Ice comes in with the RP afterwards. Dude, if you get script fights, that will be exactly what it looks like. Mineski drop low on all of their heroes, but they don't die on any of them. And that means they'll get a full team wipe, 5-0, and walk away with the Roshan, and of course Aegis on Moon. Mushi should have his BKB soon, if not now. Yeah, very soon, in fact. And hey, look at that. They have a Shrine to juice back up to full HP. What does Moon have? Gonna go for a BKB on top of what he already has. Magnus, it doesn't matter what he has. He has the Blink Dagger after the Helmet of the Dominator. Does he really need anything else in this entire game? Not really. But he's going to get a Shadow Blade to get that ease of initiation. It's like Raven is able to clear out this stack for this Gyrocopter with only 7k net worth. This is an absolute necessity. You can see he's going to go for S&Y of his own. Oh, grip, though, onto the bounty. Punch into oblivion. Eul Scepter will dodge a snowball, but there are 3 raises with Cuckoo's name on it. Maybe just 2, actually. The Static Storm does come up. Cuckoo Thunder God's Wrath and the call on the isolated Bane will get the kill. But on a Bane, who cares? Bane is completely okay with that. Ninja Boogie is completely okay with that. He's worth so little. No offense, Ninja Boogie. Hearts for you. But they are more than okay giving away their Bane. Because the Bounty Hunter is actually worth more. So that 1-for-1 trade, I don't think the Bane was tracked or anything like that. So there's just a flat win there for Mineski again. As if it even matters. Double BKB. Are these guys just going to still get like the same items? I could see either of these 2 guys going for Eye of Scotty or Butterfly. As a Shadow Fiend, usually we see like a little bit of mixed casting mixed in here. Like at this point, it'll be about when they try to go for that Ethereal Blade. You're pushing towards that level 25 mark very quickly. But, hell, you know what? You have Empower on your team. Maybe you just want to right-click things. Oh, hello. Spectre going for a Sacred Relic item. Not out of the ordinary. Sacred Relic with a Helm of Iron Will. And maybe you got a Nullifier going. It doesn't nullify all that much. I mean, it silences items like Eul Scepter and whatnot. Interesting. We'll see if he actually commits to that. Oh, smoke. 1437. Careful. Ice is invisible. Oh, he's gonna grab him. Dude, we saw so many of those type of plays from Ice when he was playing that off-lane Tiny. And, hey, just drag someone in. Magnus is suddenly Pudge. Works out, man. Moon, gonna get to work on this tower. The spam from the Zeus is going to add up very quickly, so this isn't really something that's super sustainable as far as the push in and of itself is concerned. But really, there's no risk as long as they try really hard to avoid fights, and it's super easy to avoid fights. Just make sure you're out of range of the axe, have vision of him, and make sure that the Disruptor is dead. Or, oh, RP onto 2, come right back into the raises. Even Haunt used there. Are they going to go in for more? And they will. Mushi is going to dagger the top racks. That doesn't do any damage, bro. He's going to get called and glimpse back, but the grip goes off onto the axe, and he'll be obliterated. But Mushi taking a lot of damage as well. Will BKB and try to run away? No. Will get tagged by something and dropped. The Aegis, keep in mind, is on the Shadow Fiend. And that's going to be Mushi down with no Haunt. So this is... Oh, they get another grab onto Raven. Dude, Ice is on fire this game. Really, everyone from Mineski is on fire. Like, Ninja Boogie with these grips, almost every single one, I feel, has been run out to the end of its duration. Moon's been landing all the raises. Jab's been doing Tusk things. And then Mushi's been here in this game as well. He's playing as Spectre. Ninja Boogie's going to get glimpsed back. He will have a Nightmare for himself. Unfortunately, you can't deny yourself anymore with Nightmare. That kind of sucks. I feel like that was a cool little mechanic there for Bane they got rid of. He'll be picked off. That's a track kill for the Bounty Hunter, but we can see this guy is dirt poor. By this time, 25 minutes in, you at least want to have one of those medallions on top of that, on top of your urn, if not that full soul vessel. I think most of the time people go urn, medallion, vessel? Spirit vessel, not soul vessel. I mean, it doesn't... I don't think the sequencing really matters all that much, unless you're going up against, like, really heavy healing heroes. But, yeah, it's just not there yet. Tim's just has not been able to get much track gold because TNC as a whole have not been able to get many kills, period. Refresher Orb next on Ice. You thought it was bad now, man. It's going to get worse. What do we have on the SF? Some Lifesteal. Interesting. Moon is going to go for a little more of an old school Shadow Fiend item build with the new school Shadow Fiend talent build. Sam H does see Mushi. Tim's coming in as well. But Ice is stalking the invisible Bounty Hunter. We got traps upon traps here. Mushi's going to get called in on, but there's a surprise. Oh, RP canceled by the Thunder God's Wrath. Maybe they can make something happen. No, not with Ninja Boogie here. Again, this dude has been absolutely everywhere. Tim's now on the way out. Mushi is without True Sight, so I don't really know what they're trying to do. They do see him again with the Sentry. Do they have one more? Tim's... Don't move. Don't move. Okay, move. You should probably move. Too late, you're dead. Well, I mean, if you do move, then you see the dagger path thing move around, and then it's very obvious where you are. They take down a handful of heroes on bottom. They do pull out the RP, but it's, oh, Walrus Punch. Jump in with the Haunt onto Cuckoo, I would imagine. Static Storm does go up to try to protect him. Where does the Spectre actually land? Nowhere. Haunt into no commitment with the reality. That's fine. I don't think there was a good opportunity there anyway. Ice, ice, ice. We'll have a refresher orb soon. Moon. It's gonna go, yeah, straight lifesteal. I guess it's not gonna be an Ethereal Blade game. I wonder if, I mean, Satanic does have an activatable ability. I wonder if you still get the cooldown reduction and try to reduce the cooldown on Unholy Rage. I mean, you still get it for the raises, I'm pretty sure. But damage per soul, it looks like if this is going to be the game where someone picks up damage per soul, it'll be when you do have Empower, when you do have a Satanic. I don't know, 40% CDR is so ridiculously stupid. I don't think there's any scenario where you skip that. They still have a shrine to kill. Isis Ice's empowered siege creep is going to start getting to work here. Dude, look at this damage on the people as Moon is dying. Why am I watching stupid catapults? God damn it. Okay, Ninja Boogie. I think he's maybe fine. There's a Blink Dagger on Sam H. Battle Hunger and a Yule Scepter, so he's going to land right into a call. Ice, Ice, Ice does have the initiation potential here, but really no point in doing so. If they had a Haunt, I would say maybe they would go in for that one, but deciding not to. I mean, you got Mushi farming on top side anyway, so losing a handful of heroes, yeah, I mean, it's not something that Mineski are going to be happy about, but it's not like those losses are going to get TNC immediately back into the game. They need several more of those if that's going to happen. Oh, damn, you guys are right. We almost had a 14-37 kill score. That would have been sweet. Jabs. Is in a little bit of trouble here. Shards go out. Tim's now pushing forward to scout. Isis Ice, though, chilling in the invis. Tim's is going to see the Magnus. Magnus does have a skewer, but Cuckoo's right on his ass. There's the Yule Scepter. That would have otherwise canceled the skewer, so now he's going to skewer in straight into the axe. He does get called in on and should be dropping here. Where's the dunk? He's in the shrine. Sam H, he doesn't have dunk. Did he just miss it? Okay, that did not seem right, but they still get 2 kills. Now Tim's looking for Isis Ice, but not gonna happen just yet. Walrus Punch, and he's saved. Don't die to the birds. Dude, if you do that, like, all the respect from all these plays, like, it's just gone. Alright, he's fine. Magnus is okay. And for Mineski, they swoop in, take 3 kills, and we'll kind of 100% nullify that last fight. They lost that SF, and hey, look at that. Roshan's back up. He's got the cheese, he's got the Aegis. Mushi does have that nullifier. Trying to... What are you really looking to mute here? You have... I'm not really sure if I like the nullifier here. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Mushi doesn't know what he's doing, but I don't really see the value. Someone's going to have to explain to my pathetic NA mind how this is a great item right now. It's expensive as hell. Oh, run, Courier! Oh no! There's no Blink Dagger on Ice. Can't get him. It's okay. It gives you a lot of damage. Does give you that, like, slow effect, whatever it's called. Slowed by 100% for 0.4 seconds. That's the one I'm talking about. Right now, Mineski. So far, no racks taken, but with Satanic right around the corner for the SF, with the Aegis and Cheese at the ready, and hey, a free tier 2 tower to take with almost a 0% chance TNC are going to do anything about that. May as well swoop in and grab it. You see Spectre still actually with her team. Probably going to TP bottom and start dealing with that. There you go. And I don't know if Mineski will really get paid off by sticking around this top lane. Got Tim's on the really deep scout. Is this Vessel done yet? I don't know. This is a dire Courier. Oh no, the dog! Not again! Ugh. Killed again. While I'm watching, once again, useless things happen. Snowball forward. Mushi will survive that gank attempt and turn around for Sam H. No, doesn't even need to. Ninja Boogie is going to grab that kill. Dude, my camera control, A+, dude. If there was a rank higher than A+, I'd be getting that one all skewered a little bit past the Requiem. But it doesn't really matter because Raven is all alone. He tried to force staff. He didn't go anywhere. That's 2 kills. That is going to be the Requiem, RP, and Haunt. But still with the Satanic and this Aegis. SF feeling pretty comfortable right now. He is going to start getting that Unholy Rage lifesteal back. And Ice is going to go fishing. Fail this time, but hey, it doesn't matter. You still get the racks, right? Whatever works. Someone got glimpsed back. I didn't see it, but you know, that's fine. Going for second racks now. No gyro for a full minute. Wow, he is... Actually, no. Got buyback right now. So he does have the ability to return to this fight, and will be willing to do so once this axe respawns. Cuckoo is doing his job, softening, poking, and prodding. Dodging Magnus's... Oh, Link called. Oh, dodged by Ice. This man, he doesn't have an RP. He's just going to slowly walk into place and skewer him back. The most glacially slow gank of all time, but they got him. Forcing the buyback on the Gyrocopter now as Moon's going to push the high ground. Snipe 1437. And Mushi does have that Nullifier still. You got to watch out if you're on the front line, especially Cuckoo. You can Yules to dodge the Nullify effect. It's a slow projectile, but you cannot Yules once you are nullified. Kill the missile! Oh, the Nightmare! Dude, Ninja Boogie! Everyone on Mineski are just balling out of control right now. Cuckoo trapped by the shards a little bit. That's not clean, though. Nice, Blink RP. Only catches onto the Zeus, but he's the problem hero right now. Call down is there, but immediately he's gripped up. It's going to be canceled by a Shuriken, I think. And Raven will be able to skirt back to safety with that Force Staff, but Zeus immediately forced to buy out. Raven is trying to get a flat cannon kill. Will get it on the Shadow Fiend, but that's just the first life. They have zero control here, so Moon's just going to walk out. Now here comes the Haunt. With Mushi, he's going to nullify the Zeus, get him with those slows, and he's dead. BKB protecting that kill. Cuckoo is dead for 90. He already bought back. And that is going to be that. 2 sets of racks. Do they still have Cheese? Do they still have a Magnus who wants to fight? Yes, they do. Magnus maybe. Oh, not going to happen because of the snowball. Oh my god, this is just a clinic. Raven's going to go down. Sam H is swamped. He's dead as well. And Jabs is not even killing 1437 because he doesn't have to. What a good guy. He's, never mind, going to jump into the fountain and BM. Brats, once again, Mineski are going to destroy TNC. And you know what, guys? I'm a little bit bummed. I wanted to see a third game, but let's be honest here. We have all seen TNC play a lot better in the past. This is after that best of 5, after that first game. No, it's this is definitely not peak TNC. So yeah, they've been together for a long time, and I hope they continue to be together, but it is not going to be in the SLI Season 4, because it is going to be Mineski to qualify, winning 2-0, 2 convincing games, 2-0. And it feels bad, man. I really want to see that third game with TNC, but yes, it's not going to happen. That means, of course, we are done for the day, guys. Mineski will qualify again, reading off the names. I still have the window open because I'm smart. We got Liquid, Newbie, LGD. And now, of course, Mineski, along with Infamous, Empire, and Kinguin. We have one more region left to play in SLI. That is going to be NA. That's going to be happening today at... Okay, what time is that? That's 22:04. That's 3. In 7 hours, NA is going to be played. Complexity going up against Animal Planet. That one should be very interesting. Guys, I'm done for right now. Big congratulations to Mineski. They all played insane. Like, it's hard to play insanely as a Bane, but goddamn, Ninja Boogie made it happen. Those RPs from Magnus, those Tusk defensive plays, whew. Yeah, they're gonna... I hope they put up a good showing. I certainly do. But guys, if you enjoyed the games, be sure to tune back in to NA, see the qualifiers all wrap up here. If you enjoyed the casting, you can follow me on Twitter at Mike Loris, or on Facebook, Mike Loris Gaming, if you prefer that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Mineski, and I'll see you guys next time. GG.